Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Enjoying the heat wave that we are experiencing right now in New York. It is hot. Like it is 100 degrees and humid. And I put a sheet over I have a wildflower garden going. It is gorgeous. There's so many different colors and cute little flowers coming up. Some of them are tall. Anyway, I care very much about my flowers. Like I water them at night with minerals and vitamins, and I love my flowers. I talk to them in the day. Like I'm not like having full conversations, but I kind of cheer them on, and I'm like, you guys are doing great, and love you all. Love you guys. So I had to put a sheet. I had to put a sheet over it today because it is so hot, and I have little babies' breaths in them, little white babies' breaths, and I noticed today that a few of them were like retracting and brown, and I was like, oh hell no, because my baby breaths were like have been the most thriving out of all of them since like the spring. So I was like, do not come for my baby breaths. So I put a sheet up today, and I hope they're doing good right now. They're not being scorched. So yeah, so happy Sunday or Monday, whatever day you're here listening. Let's get to it. Oh wow, that's so funny that I was talking about my wildflowers because my main topic today is about your environment. Your environment and how important any environment that you're in is, like for your energy or for your well-being. So we'll get to that a little bit. But this week's shiny crystal of the week, this week's shiny crystal is my neighbor, Jane. Jane is just such a great energy. It's so important to have good neighbors. It's so important to like have people on your block, or if you're in an apartment, if you're apartment building, or just like neighbors are so important. And she's great. Like she's such a vibe. Like she's always just like happy, or even if she's not happy, she's funny. Like I just always, she's so generous. She gave me her watering pot. She loaned it to me, but she was like, no, keep it. I'm like, I'm not keeping the watering pot. I'm going to give it back when we're done. But she let me borrow her watering pot, big watering pot. Whenever I'm not home, if I need someone to go and feed Truth, she goes across the street and feeds him for me. Like she's just such a great neighbor. And I wanted to give a shout out to her for being a shiny crystal of the week. Jane, love you. And I look forward to always seeing you outside. It's great. So neighbors are so important. And Truth loves you too. So thank you. All right. Celeb Big Three. So we are up to Moon in Scorpio. Okay. My little Scorpions. Moon in Scorpio. And it's actually fitting that it's 100 degrees out right now and we're doing the Scorpio because they are just something else. They really are. They are just something else. Scorpio women, I always say in my next life, I want to come back as a Scorpio woman because Scorpio women are just so resilient. Like even Scorpio men, like my dad's a Scorpio man and he deals with pain and physical pain like it's like nobody's business. My Uncle Vito, oh my God, my Uncle Vito, Scorpio, he had lung cancer. They removed the cancer. They removed a piece of his lung, and he's at the 4th of July barbecue a couple of years ago with an oxygen tank in a Trader Joe's bag, running around, hanging out, drinking. And I'm like, you are such a Scorpio. You are such a Scorpio. Like nothing phases the man. I would be like hung up on like writing out my last goodbyes. He had a piece of his lung taken out, and a couple of weeks later, he's at the 4th of July party with an oxygen tank in the Trader Joe's bag. Just working the room. I mean, that's Scorpio energy right there. Every Scorpio woman I know, if they've been fucked over by men, or if they just have having bad luck, or just shit's happening to them, or they're going through a health crisis, they barrel through. You would never know that they were going through this. They're incredible. So yes, my next life, Scorpio female, universe, God, please give it to me. Okay. But yes, Moon in Scorpio. I'm doing Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, Sun Aries, Moon Scorpio, Rising Gemini. I mean, she literally encompasses all of it. Like, she's got that Aries fire where she's got that heavy work ethic and she can tour all the time and she's like super in charge. And then her Moon in Scorpio, that's, I feel like, where her depth comes from. I feel like that's where her intensity comes from. I feel like that's where her love for the underdog comes from. That Scorpio moon, because the Scorpios, they'll protect people being bullied. You know, she's very like that. She's very, very much like for the underdog. That's such a Scorpio quality. And then her rising in Gemini, that's why she's so like kooky and weird, all those like cool styles, like all that avant-garde kind of energy, such a rising Gemini energy. But that I would say though for her, and again, love when there's different elements, like all three in her big three, she's got three different elements. She has fire, water, air. Love that. I love when you have, that's such a balance to me. So yeah, that's such an in-charge type of energy. Like that rising Gemini for me, that's what keeps sticking out. Like you would think the Aries and the Scorpio, but no, it's that rising Gemini for me. That rising Gemini, that's her main thing. I feel like, and that's interesting because your rising, that's like your purpose. That's your purpose in the present life is your rising, and her rising is Gemini. So when I see her as a Gemini, for me, that means she's living her purpose. So that's really cool. And Aries women, I always say about Aries women, I always say if you want something to get done, give it to an Aries woman. If you have an office and you have an office manager, hire an Aries woman because she will get it done. Other moon in Scorpios, and this right here, this list right here, badasses. Like this list is like just star quality, badasses. And you'll see the intensity. And everyone I mention here, the intensity is so moon in Scorpio. So all my moon in Scorpio celebrities, we have J-Lo, total boss. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck has that Scorpio moon energy, that intensity. Like even in the paparazzi pictures that they capture him in, so moon in Scorpio. Like Scorpio men, they're definitely way different than Scorpio women because they're more like of an inner intensity. Like Scorpio women have that more, it's like an outer intensity. Scorpio men, they have that inner intensity. Like Ben Affleck looks like he wants to explode. That's a Scorpio man. So he has that moon in Scorpio, his inner intensity, his inner dialogue is probably so intense. Beyonce, duh. She's a Virgo with moon in Scorpio. So right there is a leader. Bjork, so intense. Like Bjork is like such an intense performer, artist, like so eclectic, like super Scorpio moon. Chris Evans, hottie, pure sex. That's such a, again, Scorpio man, Chris Evans. He's got like that pure sex, that sex exuding him. And he just he's just got that intensity inside. Scarlett Johansson, again, sex appeal. That's that Scorpio sex appeal. Bob Marley, The reason why Bob Marley, I feel like, sticks out as a Scorpio moon is because super unique, super like to himself, like very like internal. Again, the Scorpio man, very internal. Brittany Murphy, like outlandish, just completely. I wonder what Brittany Murphy's sun sign is. Let's see. That's interesting because I want to pair her sun with her moon. Brittany Murphy. Sun sign. So she is a stop. Oh my God. It's so funny that I felt drawn to find out what Brittany Murphy's sun sign is. She's a Scorpio. She is a double Scorpio. Talk about Scorpio woman intensity. That is intense. That's why I forgot. How did she die? Did they say she killed herself? She overdosed? Yeah, that was. Isn't there conspiracies that like. And her rising is Leo. Oh, Madonna me. Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Leo rising. That's why that girl, first of all, is a star, but also she has a tragic ending. That's that Scorpio energy. Tragic. Charlie Chaplin. That's interesting. And I can see that too, because like I said, the Scorpio men, they internalize a lot. He has that depth. You could see like that's, he was during the silent film industry. So that was perfect for him. Scorpio men have that internalized depth. I could see that. He loved all his little silliness. I bet you Charlie Chaplin actually dealt heavily with depression. I feel like Charlie Chaplin was so deep and depressed. And that's why he was such a good performer for his day. Mark Wahlberg, oh, hello, hottie. Another one, pure sex. That intense Scorpio man. Scorpio moon, Mark Wahlberg. Pure sex, pure sexuality, such sex appeal, and intensity, all that he does. Even in his acting. Like I will say, like Scorpio men, when it comes to work or work ethic, they are just top notch. They get the job done. They are persistent. They are loyal. They are dedicated. Mark Wahlberg, to me, seems like that kind of because he went from just being like a pop star rapper type of dude to like a real serious actor. Like any Mark Wahlberg movie, it's good. Like I believe Mark Wahlberg is an awesome actor and he picks really good roles. And it's interesting that he was able to get away from that persona and being like such a Boston kind of guy to be able to be an actor and be taken seriously like that. Such a Scorpio moon move. Miley Cyrus. Yep, I could see that because she has like that like fuck off kind of energy. Very Scorpio moon. And then Miles Teller? Again, sex appeal. Like Scorpio moon just shouts, make love to me, you know? Good for Miles. Anyway, so there you go. That's our celebrity big three. Scorpio moon. Shout out to all my Scorpios. Scorpio women, love you. Scorpio men, love you too. But I would never be able to date a Scorpio man because they're too much. Too intense, you know? And like they're not good with their emotions or their feelings or like they're not good at like being, letting it out. So too much to do, like breakthrough. I need easy peasy. I'm a lot, I got a lot going on. I need someone who's along for the ride, who is enjoying the ride and, just wants to let me live. I can't be dealing with all your issues, Anyway, our main topic, why your environment is so important. I mean, honestly, environment is everything. And being a Pisces moon, and a Taurus sun, my environment is so important to me. The people I'm around, the energy I'm around. If I could be friends with you for a while, and then if all of a sudden, like I'm seeing something come out in you or another side to you or your vibe is off or things are just off, like I can't be around that too long because it's just, it affects me, Any friends I've ever had or people that I was like close with were just easy peasy. As my nephew says, easy peasy lemon squeezy. People and even if you're living with people or if you're living around people or if you're sharing a lot of time or space with people, it is so important. I've seen people who've been like, oh yeah, like my roommate, we hate each other. Like there would be no way I could live in a situation where I hate the person that I'm living with. Like there's no way, like leave. Like there's way too many options. There's just no way to do that. No, you need to be around people that, are your vibe. I remember I was staying at a friend's house and another friend was staying there with us and they had a cat and the cat was like attacking Truth all the time. And I just was like, this is like an intense living situation. So yeah, no, you can't, you got it. Energy is everything. It is so palatable. People don't realize how palatable energy is. Like they're just existing and just walking around and, oh, this sucks or that sucks, or they don't realize like, oh, I'm having difficulty here. It's energy. It's either your environment is off, either your energy, is off for other reasons, but even like where you live, weather, oh my gosh, weather is so, like, that's why I don't understand, like, I'm staying in New York for a while, I'm going to stay for a while, live for a while, but like, how long? You know what I'm saying? Like if the weather, I enjoyed the winter. I loved the winter. Fall, I absolutely love. But this is my first summer in a while. So I'm hoping that the summer isn't this intense because this is too intense. I don't mind it, to be honest. Like the heat's fine, but the humidity drives me wild. So I'm hoping that the humidity backs up a little bit and we can just have some nice hot, warm days. I could definitely vibe with that. That's why I want to eventually get to Long Beach. I think I'm going to move to Long Beach because Long Beach is breezy, a little breezier, it's a little cooler than inland. But yeah, your environment and everything. Like when I was living in California, the best environment, oh my God, the air, I mean, besides the pollution at times, but the environment there it's paradise. No humidity, dry air. When a fire rolls through, that's definitely awful. There's always pluses and minuses about everything. And with climate change, they do say that like the fires are going to get worse on the West Coast. So, I would say that it's better that I'm not there, but then they say like the East Coast is going to become more like a tropical rainforest. So that I'm not really vibing with either, but that's in like probably a decade or so. So we'll deal with that in a decade. But yeah, I can't understand how people could live in like a like a place that has, well, I was just going to say like a place that has one season all the time, which is basically California, but that's different because California, we have fall and we have summer. No, I'm sorry. It's like fall and spring. No, we have a hot summer. Like our winter is like fall in California. It's perfect. It's really perfect. But that's why I don't understand how everybody doesn't live in California. Like that blows my mind. Like I would always say the only thing I didn't have in California was family. And that was huge for me. There's only, so much of that you can take without like family around. You need to have roots. And I would say to my family, how come everybody doesn't just live in California? Why is everybody still here? Why doesn't I just don't understand how like everyone isn't out there. It's crazy to me. It doesn't make sense. It's even cheaper to live there than in New York. I always said New York has a good real estate agent. New York was sold like whoever sold people New York, get that real estate agent to sell your place because they did a good job. Because it's the reason I'm here is because my people are here. Other than that, I would not be here if I didn't have all my family and my friends. But yeah, the environment, and it is so like the fall. I love the fall in New York. It is just incredible. Last year I was here in the fall. I'll be here for the next falls. I love the fall. It is so crisp and that like it's not freezing, but it's not hot. It's literally like it's even better than like honestly like fall in New York is even better than just regular days in California. And California is perfect weather. But falls in New York are just magical. I just love the fall in New York. And then once that clock goes back, I wish we would stop doing the daylight savings time. Although when they were contemplating not doing daylight savings, I saw all these different statistics, I don't know, different information about like, then they would say like the sun is going to come up at like 3 a.m. That's weird. I don't want that. So I don't know. Like I kind of want to say just like let nature do its thing without us interrupting. That could be cool. But can we do it like maybe for like a trial run? Like can we do like a 7-day free trial? Like just we'll try it for a year, see how the vibe is, and if it's sunny at 3:30 in the morning, we stop. Like I feel like that would be cool. Like I don't want to make it permanent. Let's try it out for a year. But yeah, I love the fall. But I feel everyone's energy around me. That's why like I like being alone. I love having my dog with me, but like as far as humans, like I love being around people. I love talking to people. I love working with people, but I don't mind being alone. That's what I mean. Like I don't mind being alone. I think most of you should learn how to be alone more. It's strange to me when people don't like being alone. Like at all. Like they just have an uncomfortable being alone is uncomfortable to them. That's interesting to me. Because I actually prefer it a lot. I don't know, because I'm feeling their energy. Then there's like a whole like compromising thing that has to happen, and it's just easier. And then you're also adding variables of like if this person's popping off, and there's all kinds of. It's just a little easier when you're by yourself. But I love being with people too. So, but that's because of the energy thing. Like I feel people's energy or their moods. Like I could feel you right away. Like when I see you, like if I meet up with you, like right away I could tell like what kind of vibe you're going through, what's happening. And people will try hard to like not let you see like something's wrong. And I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on? Something's happening. Something's going on. But that's why also lighting and smell and temperature is so important. Like there'll be people who will be in a hot room and just be in the hot room. And I'm like, and they're sweating. So clearly they're hot, because they're sweating. So that's proof that they're hot. And I'm like, are you okay? Like for me, like get a fan going, get like a geisha or something, with one of those, something, just get something happening because it doesn't make sense to me. Or like the smell. Have you ever walked into a room or a place where it stinks and you're like, how do you not smell that? They just don't even care. Like I could smell it. I'm like a beagle. Like I could smell it right away. Like the studio I'm at, Florida Media, smells great. Love the smell. It feels clean, feels crisp. Love that smell. If I was in a studio that smelled, I couldn't do it. I would dread going there. Like I would bring candles or something, Like there's been places that I've been at where like they were like musty and stuff. Get a candle, get something, get the charcoal that absorbs the air, something. Just fix your environment. Be okay with fixing your environment to make it cohesive to your energy. Lighting, I've talked about this in the past. Lighting is everything. Like people who just are sitting there with just, oh, have you ever been in a place where it's just bare minimum, like just the overhead lighting? Who are you? What's happening here? Do you hate yourself? Like what is going on? Clutter. Oh my God. Now here's the thing. I'm a minimalist. I don't like a lot of stuff. I'm not a knick-knack person. But I will say I'm not like a Virgo where everything is like dusted all the time and in its place. Like I'm the type, here's the thing. Okay. I like to leave things out because I'm going to use it tomorrow. So like this whole like putting it back in and out, putting it back over, it drives me a little like I'm exhausted with it. I'm going to use it tomorrow. I want to just be able to like, there it is, you know, like boom, done. Like I don't have to go into a closet to get it. And then I got to put it back in the closet. Now I will say this, when I'm in a place where everything is away, it does feel nicer. I get that. But I like a conducive workplace. Like if I'm home, like I just like things where they are. Like if I'm using the same pan every day to cook my eggs, I don't want it underneath this, underneath and having to pull it out, pull the pans out. I don't want that. I want it just right there. That's what it is for me. Ease. I like ease. I like things simple. And yes, I know pulling a pan out from a cupboard is simple, but like it's simpler if it's just right there. Like it's not in the middle of the floor. It's just right there. It's on the counter. Boom, boom. I'm making eggs. Clean the thing. Boom, back in the drying rack. It's going to be there tomorrow. Because why? I don't have the Prince of Persia coming over. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's not dirty. It's not in the way. That's the spot right there in the dish, in the dry rack. That's where it is. If we have royalty coming over, perhaps then maybe we'll move it. We'll put something nice, a golden goose egg or something. But until then, it's staying in the thing. But organizing, like even like not dirty clothes, but like if I'm wearing something and I'm going to wear it that, it's like, I'm a minimalist. I'll be honest. Like I have black t-shirts. I'm not what's the word? I'm not a fashionista, I'm not Michael Jackson. I don't have a collective thing so I'll fold it up and wear it, another day. I'll put it there. I hang up my stuff, but if I'm wearing the same thing, I'm not wearing the same thing every day, but if I'm wearing a shirt and I'm not like, obviously it's 100 degrees right now, so I'm not going to wear that the next day, but if I'm not sweating or anything like that or running around, I'm going to wear it again. I'm not washing it every day. So I'll put it down on the chair. I guess if I had a partner, maybe that would bother him. I don't know. I'm single, so it's me and my dog Truth. He don't care. He don't give a shit, But yeah, oh my God. And dirty. For some reason, I have this thing about dirty couches. Like I could feel when a couch is dirty. Like I could feel that. Is there Cheetos underneath this mat? Because I could feel it. Like I could see, if I see like little stains and stuff, like I'm like hovering above the cushion. A dirty couch to me, for some reason, I keep seeing like a velour couch. I don't know if that's a thing, but I keep seeing a velour, maybe like a velour couch traumatized me when I was a kid. Like, I don't know, but there's something about I just feel like I could see a burn hole. Oh my God, imagine if I'm like uprooting. Oh my God. And that's when it all happened, like on the velour couch. But a dirty couch is so skeevy to me. Like I could feel when the couch is dirty. I don't know what that is. I could feel it. Like crumbs in the couch. Like don't have crumbs in your couch. Like please. Like also like if you're eating snacks, for me, if I'm having a cookie, I put the whole cookie in my mouth to eat it. I'm not chomping away with putting crumbs all over the place. Like every bite, crumbs fall. Put the whole thing in your mouth. But yeah, I could instantly feel when the energy in the room is off. I even can go into people's houses and I could feel energy in certain rooms. I could feel if something happened in a room. I do this thing. I've been doing like house scans. I haven't done many of them. I did a couple. I could go in the room and I could feel, oh, this is negative energy here. Maybe we could add a light here. Maybe we could add some ventilation. Maybe we could shift it's not technically feng shui, but it's like It's my version, you know? It's like Feng Gui. Feng Gui. But like I could feel if certain, I'm like, the energy here is off. You're not going to be conducive here. You might have a writer's block, you know, something that's blocking you creatively. I could 100% do that. I could walk through someone's house and I can make it so lovely in like the way it would feel with lighting and texture and smell and air, all of it. Like I'm like a little bit of like a fine needle. Like just let me free me in your house, and I will give you all the notes you need to do to make that house feel so cozy and comfortable. And I love doing that. It's like actually one of my favorite things to do. It's just so like I could because I've been getting paid to do it, so I'm not annoying them. You know, it's not me just coming in with all my senses and my sensitivity. I'm actually asked to do it, so it's like fun. You know, I'm like I get to just be free and be lucrative because I'm helping the people too. So it's amazing. So I love that. It's my favorite thing. If you ever want a house scan, let me know. I can come do that for you. But houses are so cute too. I think I was driving the other day, and I'm driving and I'm looking at all these houses. I'm like, they're so cute. They're so cute. Like they're just like, who thought of that? You know, like they're like you get your little box. You put your little roof, like a Smurf, you know, you put your little Smurf roof on, your little chimney. Some of you have a chimney, so you could have a little fireplace. Meanwhile, back in the day, they had to have the fire out there to survive. Now you're putting the fire in the living room, you know, to like sit there with the Yule log for the Christmas songs, you know, like it's so cozy. I had a fireplace when I lived in Asheville, loved it. I mean, it was a lot of work. I didn't realize fireplaces were so much work. Like I started it, I put the wood in, then I would go lay on the couch. 20 minutes later, I had to get up and fucking provoke the thing. I had to like stick it with the fork, you know? I had to like get it going. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's a full-time job. I gotta like sit by the fire. That's why people are sitting by the fire, not because they're getting romantic and cozy. They got to keep the thing going. I had a blow on the thing. I'm like poking at it. I get on the couch. I get the blanket on. Truth's laying on my legs. Next thing I know, I got to get back up. I'm like working in a mine. I'm like a fucking gold miner. It was like wild. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't realize it was so much work. Can't I just throw some wood in here and just let it? No, you got to fucking keep it going. I'm like, I need a family for this. I need a partner and some kids to keep this, to enjoy the fire. So that was not really a vibe after a while, because I was like, I'm not really like committed to this, you know, like I enjoy it, but I can't keep this thing going. I want to relax. But yeah, houses are just too adorable. And then you know what's interesting to me? In a lot of neighborhoods, like on Long Island, there's like 4 different versions of houses in certain towns. I'm not sure how it is in every town, but there's different versions. Like it's like the same layout. So you could walk around the town and see, oh my God, that's like my house in reverse. So they're all like in their house thinking that they're so unique, but meanwhile it's like the other person's got the same vibe going. Like, and I want to say to myself, I wonder who was in my room, or who was in my parents' room, or you know, what's going on in their kitchen? Is it the same thing? Like, I just think it's so cool that we're all like little ants. We're like little ants in our little Smurf houses, and we're all just experiencing it, you know? It's just so adorable. You know, you come home from work, you open your door, you throw your keys on the counter. You're like, I'm home. You know, you're in your little home. Oh, kicking your legs up. Like, it's just, houses are just adorable. I feel bad for them in the past, like when they didn't have houses. I mean, they had huts, you know, and I'm sure that was cozy. You know, you come in. You know what's interesting? I bet you it felt the same, because in that hut, they had people they loved. So that's what it comes down to. It's all about the people you have with you. You could have the best hut on the block, you know? You could have a hut that got like 3 huts attached. If there's no family in there, or there's no dog, or a friend or somebody, you know, if you don't have somebody that fills it with love, you're just in a hut, you know? You're just in a hut by yourself. Yeah, that's interesting. It's the people it's the thing you fill the hut with. But not too much shit, because then you got a lot of crap in your hut, you know? Then you're sitting there with all these knickknacks. I'm not a knickknack person. I've never been a knickknack person. I'm so like in tune with everything, though. I remember my friends used to like joke around, like if we would be hanging out in my room when we were younger in high school, I'd go into my bed, into the bathroom. When I come back, I remember my one friend did this once. He moved the picture frame around. I knew it right away. I went right in. I go, why is that moved? Like yesterday when I left to go get Truth some bone broth. And when I came back, I went to look at my wildflowers and I noticed these little, like, there was a bird that was making a nest. The bird wasn't there making the nest at the time, but I noticed droppings of a nest by the wildflowers. And I said, that wasn't there earlier. And they were very subtle, but I just knew, like, I could sense that it's different. Like, I just felt, I was like, that was not, what's going on here? And lo and behold, there was a little bird's nest right in the bush. It's amazing to me how birds just make, this was like a trashy bird though, because it had like garbage from the street, like masking tape and foam. Someone must have been opening a box and then threw the box out. It came back. It had masking. It had all garbage protecting its nest. The nest was gorgeous, you know, and then the reason why I say was because a predator came later that evening even, and one of the eggs was on the floor. It was so, well, it wasn't sad because it was yolk. It wasn't like, there wasn't like a fetus in it yet. It was just yolk, but it still was a little sad because it was like, but that mother, I don't know what that mother was thinking, because I don't even know how she would be able to get into the nest. So today when I went out there, the other egg that was there, that was gone too. So they got to watch out for those predators. But yeah, I don't know. Another thing too with energy, like I can't sleep next to somebody. Like when I had my boyfriend, we would obviously sleep together. I wouldn't sleep. Every night we slept together. I would be up all night. I'm sure I didn't not sleep for 4 years, but like I would get a couple of hours of sleep. Like I feel their energy. I don't know what it is. I just feel them, and it's hard for me to sleep. Truth is the only thing that I easily could fall asleep with, but like a partner, like a human being, I just feel their energy. I feel it. It's a lot happening. But here's a little fun thing that I did. Environments that I love and don't love. I wrote these things down here. Environments that I love and that I don't love. I wrote love and hate, but I don't like the word hate. I think hate's such a strong word. And to be honest, I don't hate anything. I just don't. I think it's silly. I think it's just gross, that word. I don't love something. So love and don't love. So airports. Airports I love and don't love. So airports I love once I'm in it. But for some reason, knowing I have to go to the airport or knowing that I have to be at an airport, I don't love that part. But once I'm in the airport, I'm vibing. I like it. I'm exploring. I'm over at the Shake Shack. Like, I dig it. When I get onto the plane, you know, like I like it. I like being on a plane as long as nobody's like sick around me. I like it. I like to just close my eyes. I get the best sleep. I'm not like deep in sleep, but that white noise, and the little earbuds going in. I love that. I really do. Restaurants, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't love. Hear me out. When I used to work at restaurants, I loved working at restaurants. I love dining. Like I love food. I love being with a friend at a restaurant, but I don't love restaurants. Like I would prefer to get the food and bring it back to where we're living. Get the food, bring it back. I don't know. I don't love it. Like it's I got to be at the host stand. Now you got to, okay, hold on. Now we're sitting here and then I can't really hear you. It's very loud. I don't love it. Clubs, bars, don't love. Don't love it. I don't love the smell of a club or a bar. For me, it's all illusion as well. Like if you ever notice, like if you've ever been in a club or a bar when the lights are up, when it's all over, it's like a fucking pigsty. It's like a barn. You might as well have been hanging out in a barn. It's so weird. Like even like comedy clubs. When I worked at comedy clubs, you put those lights up, it is a whole other vibe. It's like nudity. It's like naked. I feel like it's so crazy. Like when those lights go on, it is not at all. So it feels like I'm being tricked when I'm in a bar or a club. I can, all the lights are nice at first and the vibe is good, but then those lights come up. So to me, you've always been in that skanky environment, but you were being lied to because of all the lighting. And then the loud music, I can't stand. I don't want to hang yelling. I don't want you spitting on me. That's another thing too. Have any of you? For some reason, I attract people's spit in my eye. Like when I'm talking to them, all the spit goes right in my eye. I don't know why, if this happens to other people, but I feel like it happens to me more so than less. Like it's like a thing. Like I just am like, that person just spit in my eye. I'm traumatized. I have to go wash my eye. I need the eye wash system like we had in science. It goes right. I tell them right away. I'm like, I gotta go. You just spit in my eye. So I feel like I attract that for some reason. So yeah, I don't like people screaming in my face or having to talk loud. I'd rather get the food, go back to our place. But yeah, I don't like clubs or bars. When I was in my 20s, I used to do after hours in New York, in the Manhattan. I was a club kid. I did all that. But I had to be on, doing a lot of stuff to be in that environment. I never was like, oh, let's go get a drink at the bar. No, thanks. Parks, love a park. I love a park. I love new parks. I love old parks. I like exploring parks. I love parks like that just have like different trails. That's what I love. California has the best parks, different trails. I love a park. Truth, my dog loves parks. I love it. Parks are just with the beautiful trees. I like Hempstead Lake Park I love that park. Like it's just in the wintertime, it's great. Summertime, it's too packed. The ticks, I'm not into it, but I love a park. Lakes, love, don't love. You're never going to find me in a lake. I'm not swimming in a lake. I'll be maybe on a boat in a lake, but even that, I'm kind of bored. I love sitting by a lake. I love looking at a lake. Lake Tahoe's different. I'll swim in Lake Tahoe. I've been to Lake Tahoe. I performed there like 8 times. And then before that, I've been to Lake Tahoe about 10 times. I love Lake Tahoe. My favorite place or lake ever. But that's the only lake I go in. I'm not going in no East Coast lake. I don't trust the East Coast lake. That's for sure. I don't know what's going on in there. Vinny Bubats is at the bottom of that lake. No thanks. There's too much going on. Lots of bacteria in the lakes out here. No thank you. Here's something that might be a little triggering. I don't love waterfalls. I don't. I get the grand beauty of it. I just don't really care much about them. I love nature. I love I don't hate waterfalls. I just don't love them the way everyone else does. I've been to Niagara Falls, breathtaking, but like I just am good after a minute. I just don't know why. You would think because it's so peaceful and beautiful. I've gone on hikes with people that we're hiking to the waterfall. I get to the waterfall, I'm kind of like, it's running water. All right, for me, it's harsh. It's like harsh water. I don't like harsh. A river, on the other hand, I don't fuck her. I love a river. Oh my God, a babbling brook. Oh, I love a river. If I could, like I had an Airbnb once that was on a river. I love a raging river. There's just the sound of the river. But a waterfall, for some reason, I just don't care. A river, a babbling brook, any kind of like, oh my God, that I love. I love a river. I want to have a dog and name him River, actually. I think that's a really cool name. Casinos, don't love. I used to do comedy in casinos a lot. Do not like a casino. There are some casinos that still have smoking. Hate it. You're walking through. I'm choking to death. I don't love a casino. All the bing, 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 all the loud, all that. I think that's my senses again. Loud, loud, loud. I don't love that. And that energy in a casino. There's like a lot of people are having fun, but then there's also people that are like losing everything. And it's just a very intense energy. Casinos are a very intense energy. So I don't love a casino. And trains. I love trains. Who knew? I love a train. I like being on a train. I like looking out the window on a train. I don't love a packed train. That's disgusting. But I love like the LIRR. I love it. On the way to the city, you get to see all like the disgrazia town, like, all like the New York of it all, like you just see all the New York of it all, it can have some endearment to it. But I love trains. I do. It's very peaceful, usually. Don't go on the LRI on a Friday night or anytime there's like a freaking sporting event. Ugh. I don't love sports. That's another thing. Don't hate me. Don't be mad at me. I don't love it. Sports, they're just the energy of sports for me. It's very low vibrating. It's just not, for me, it's not like there's so much depth in this world. Listen, if people who play sports, I get it. It's fun. You're playing a game. It's fun. It's awesome. But like these people that get so intense about it, it's weird. It's strange to me. I don't get it. It bores me. And then like the whole like chanting, and I'm not like a group person. I'm not like a person who likes to get in like cults like that, like, and then the wave, they want to do the wave. Like when I see the wave coming, I'm like, don't come near me. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Sorry. Here, I'll give you a little bit of that, but I'm not doing the wave. I'm not into sports. Sorry. Not my vibe. Play them. That's great. But to be making $88 million playing sports is like ridiculous to me when there's people living on the streets. But anyway, all right. So let's get to our new segment, Voice Note Astrology. Jay, roll the tape.
Hi, Thomas. Fellow Crusty Crystal here. I just listened to episode 5 and could really use your advice. So I am a Taurus sun, Libra moon, Sagittarius rising. My partner is a Virgo sun, Cancer moon, Aquarius rising. And so our current situation, he has been unemployed for almost a year and a half now, not for lack of trying to find a job, just, struggling to find one and not really knowing what direction to go in. And we've also been wanting to buy a house and move to a different state for several years now. And we've just been feeling very stuck. And I don't really know how to help him with the job thing. We don't really know where we want to move, but we know we don't want to stay where we're at. But it's like we can't really buy a house or plan any of that until the job situation is figured out. So we've just been feeling really stuck for a long time. So would love any advice that you might have. Thanks.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sending that voice note. Also, everybody listening, please send me a voice note so I can keep doing that section because it's so fun and I love doing it. Don't be shy. Do your voice notes. Send them to the Crusty Crystals Pod DM on Instagram. But this is so interesting. Again, this happened last week too. Now, obviously, I write out my shows and I plan them, but I didn't like. I do the voice notes basically by order that they come in, and I didn't. She talks about that buying the house thing, and here we are talking about homes and houses and environments. So I just love how like energy lines up and things always work out like that. Like when she was saying that, I was like, again, it happened where it's like the perfect voice note for the main topic. So anyway, so cool. So what I see here is a Taurus female and a Virgo male. Awesome combination. Earth signs together work well together. Taurus, Virgo work well together. That's a good dynamic. They're good as friends. They're good as partners. They're good as work. Any Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, all earth signs work really well together. Then you have him with his moon in Cancer. Oh, the little baby. He's probably so cute though, because Cancer moons have like very like cute, very endearing, very like feminine qualities to them. And then he's got that Virgo sun, which is also masculine, but has that very submissive feminine side. So he's probably very cute. With his rising Aquarius, that's very interesting. Virgo with moon in Cancer and rising Aquarius. That's a very interesting mix. Because Aquarius with that Virgo and Cancer, that don't jam well. Virgo and Cancer, they're very homey. They love their environment. They're very, that's actually interesting too, because today we're talking about environment. And you being a Taurus sun and being a moon in Libra, love aesthetics and beauty and all that is comfort. And then him being a Virgo Cancer, Virgos are really good aesthetically. They have a great eye for detail. They like all their ducks in a row, but he's got that moon in Cancer. They could be a little bit sloppy sometimes, but with that Virgo, He probably had, but that rising Aquarius could make him a little sloppy too. But I feel like you guys create a really nice home. I got to say, him with Virgo and Cancer moon, and you with Taurus and moon in Libra. That's the thing that jumps out at me the most. I feel like you guys really create a beautiful home. I would love to see what your home looks like. Okay. If you have like, not to sound weird, but like send me pictures. If this resonates, if this is true, I feel like you guys have like a nice home, like aesthetically. I feel like you have like a cool style or like a cozy, clean style. So yeah, let me know if that's true. And then you're rising in Sag and you're rising in Aquarius. That's actually really good. I feel like Sag and Aquarius is a good mix. This is what I would say. This is my advice on the home situation. Because of your sun and moon placements, home aesthetics, comfort, clean, all of that is going to be very important to you guys. So do not settle. The reason I feel you're having problems finding a home besides this economy is because it's not right. I feel like you guys are not finding the right home because it's just nothing is matching up. Nothing is good enough for you all. I feel like you guys have high standards, high taste, and I feel like, and that's why this episode is perfect for this question. I feel like you guys don't settle, and that's a good thing. You, with your placements here, you're not going to be able to settle. You guys, you will find the perfect home. When it is perfect and when it is to your liking and to your aesthetic and to your comfort level, that's going to be the home. Do not settle. Wait until you find that home that just speaks to you. I feel like it will. I have a feeling it might take another year or so, but like, wait. Once you know, you will know. You're not finding a home because you guys like what you'd like. Comfort, aesthetics, it's all very important to that Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Cancer. Your home is your sanctuary. So until you find that sanctuary, stay put, and it will happen when it's right. So message me, let me know if that sounds right. Definitely, it'll happen, but it's going to take some time because you guys don't settle. Your home is so important to you. Also, don't get a home during a Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrogrades, it's only 3 weeks, a 3-week period. If you can hold off, don't make big decisions or sign leases or do it. Things just tend to not work out when that's happening. So that's a real thing. We'll talk about that one day in the future in more depth, but that's real. But thank you. Thank you so much for your voice note. Everybody send them to me. I want to talk about them on the show. All right. Our final thought today. It's a short one actually, because that's how I felt. I think the 100-degree weather kept it short. Your environment is a reflection of you. What we feel on the inside reflects and manifests on the out. Keep your inner garden thriving and see the magic on the out. Remind yourself when you're in a space that you're being affected by what you're seeing, smelling, and feeling. Don't underestimate the power of environment and always choose yours carefully. Which is also, again, really kind of like poetically aligned with the voice note we just had. Choose your home carefully, especially for the Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Cancer. Love you guys. Thanks again for being here. Thanks for being back. Please comment under the episodes. Like the episodes. If you don't feel like commenting, just press a like because it helps the algorithm and helps people get to see it more. And I also just love hearing the feedback. I love hearing from you all. I love my little crusties. So definitely let me know. And we're going to start maybe doing a guest every now and then. So maybe message me on what you would like for me to talk about. If there's things that you've thought about when you're listening to the show that you thought would be cool to hear about, message me. I'm so all ears. Anyway, follow us on all the socials. Thomas Dale 5 on Instagram. Crusty Crystals Pod on Instagram, Crusty Crystals Podcast on TikTok, The Wanderers on TikTok, Taurus 55 on YouTube. Check out my boy Jay Bolesky and Floored Media. Great work he does here, and he's got great videos up too. He's got cool stuff. So we love you guys. See you soon.